Hello folks, my name is David Edgar, I'm the host of Heart and Hand, and I'm joining you today to talk about Rangers' excellent 3-1 victory over Kilmarnock in the Betfred Cup at Rugby Park earlier today. Rangers, a few changes from the team that played in midweek, understandably, given the close proximity to the match in Slovenia, and in came Wes Foderingham for his first start of the season, in came Borna Barisic, Andy Halliday moved from central defence into midfield. Ryan Kent came in as well. So Rangers started pretty badly, in all honesty. Kilmarnock were on the front foot. Kilmarnock managed to really pin us back in the opening 5 minutes, doing well. They were up for it, big game, and of course they had no reason to fear us given their record against us last season. But Rangers slowly got their way into it, and Alfredo Morelos became the first man to score a 4-goal hat-trick, because the first one of those goals, Stramash in the box, Alfie pokes it goalward, he miskicks it, he should have done a bit better. But even so, he did enough to get it over the line. However, the Kilmarnock defender hacked it from about a yard back behind the line. The referee and the linesman missed it, which was a bit unfortunate. And of course, in Scotland, we don't have the money to pay for those funny watchy things and goal line technology, and it didn't happen. And look, if there's any league in the world that could do with the money spent on goal line technology and VAR, it's ours. Let's all buy a lottery ticket and see if we can club together with our winnings and get it for the Scottish League. But Rangers didn't let it bother them. Took the lead a few minutes later with an excellent goal. James Tavernier delivered a great cross. It took a deflection and looked up, and there was Alfredo Morelos to nod home. And just before half time, it was 2 after a long ball over the top from James Tavernier. He gets an assist, but I think we'll just need to put it down as a long ball. The Kilmarnock defender makes a mistake. He lets it Boyd lets it bounce. Alfredo Morelos, who uses his arse better than a £2,000 a night hooker, managed to just fend him off with it perfectly fairly, and then a great low shot into the far corner for 2-0. Rangers, though, had a bit of defending to do. Chris Boyd hit the bar with a header. Chris Boyd could still be doing that in his 60s, getting on the end of stuff like that, and he did it again, unlucky to hit the bar. But Wes Foderingham has made an absolutely brilliant save. And look, I was going to say I've criticised him, but I've more praised other keepers for being able to make those saves that he can't. But in this case, it's one of those free kicks delivered into the box at pace. Everyone misses it, bounces up into the corner, and not only did he get there, but he somehow manages to get enough on it and palm it over the bar. It was a top save, really terrific. And who knows, maybe it's training with Alan McGregor, maybe it's a competition, but Wes was, I thought, terrific today, absolutely solid in everything that he did. Into the second half, and Rangers are utterly dominant. They're passing the ball with pace and movement. Maybe got a little complacent. The crowd were giving it the Olays when James Tavernier loses the ball in the Kilmarnock just outside their goal line, and Kilmarnock do well. The boy does well to keep it in. Spring and attack. Jordan Jones run with it. Switches flank, they switch it back over. Scott Arfield makes his one mistake of the week. He's been terrific in both games, but he dives in. James Tavernier then faces him up rather than guides him away. Jones delivers a ball. Boyd kind of goes for it but doesn't really get much on it, and it bounces up off Borna Barisic, goes into the net for 2-1. And for about the next 10-15 minutes, Kilmarnock were in the ascendancy. Stephen Gerrard said that himself. But Rangers, as they held out with, again, Katic and Goldson absolutely superb, began to find more space, because obviously it's a cup tie. Kelly had to come forward, and Rangers were getting forward some lovely one-touch passing moves, and one of them's rewarded. Ovia Jaria with a superb ball to Scott Arfield, who's done well to find space. He passes it to James Tavernier, who completes his hat-trick of assists with a lovely ball into the corridor of uncertainty. I love a good cliche. And there's Alfredo Morelos to put it away. And what I liked about Morelos' finish was last season, I genuinely believe there's a chance he just taps at the direction he's running in, which is towards the keeper, whereas he opens his body up a little and just guides it into the corner. Now, it's a tap in, he should absolutely score, but we've seen him miss those. Not today. He was flying. And from then, Rangers, not in a lot of bother. Kilmarnock had a penalty shout, which of course is what the BBC led with in their headline, because at 3-1 in the 92nd minute, that was the game-changing event. People wonder why we complain about the BBC. It's shite like that. It's looking at a Rangers win that's really good and thinking, no, I've got to come up with a negative. And it's that sort of piss that really annoys Rangers supporters. But in the end, Kilmarnock well beaten. Rangers the better side and deservedly through to the next round. And I was a little concerned about maybe fatigue. Now, yes, it's August, and yes, it's a little early to be talking about physical tiredness, but mental fatigue after a trip to Slovenia. So I was delighted with that performance today. I thought we showed guts, we showed courage, and we showed skill. And there's a confidence about the team at the moment. Still haven't been behind in 9 competitive matches under Stephen Gerrard, which is remarkable. I mean, it really is. There's just no getting away from the fact that that's a tremendous defensive record, and they really, really care. You can tell that. But in Morelos, we've got our X factor. He has just been superb, and his form currently is out of this world. And the manager obviously adores him, and I think it's mutual. But the supporters are 100% behind him, and fingers crossed that he's going to be here for a long while to come. One negative from today was Jamie Murphy catching his studs in the pitch. And look, I hate that pitch. I hate plastic pitches. I don't think they should be allowed at the top level. However, if they are, it's up to Kilmarnock if they want to do it. I get that. Stephen Gerrard said that himself, but I think we would all prefer to see football played on football pitches. And Jimmy Murphy catches his studs in the turf. It looks a bad one. Looks a ligament job, and the hasty back. We hope it's not as serious as it looked, Jamie. But the draw was then made after it, and well-known Rangers lover Chris Sutton draws us at home. Ali McCoist then brings out Ayr United, which, no disrespect to Ayr, but it's the draw everybody wanted. They are the lowest ranked team in the competition. It's not being disrespectful to say that, and we're very much looking forward to that on the 25th of September. So UFA next, Thursday night, if they get visas, and if so, we'll take them on there. The manager said that it might be a little bit too soon for Lasana Koulibaly, Heart and Hand's own, but he'll be back soon enough. And who knows, we might even have a wild card added in the shape of Kyle Lafferty, so it's all positive. If you like these little vignettes of mine, then please check out Heart and Hand. We're available wherever you get your podcasts on a Monday and Thursday, Friday just now, because obviously we're playing on a Thursday. And if you want even more from us, up to 5 shows per day, including a post-match that's just gone live, please go to heartandhand.com/Patreon, where you'll find, as I say, for $1.99 per month, you'll find around about 30 hours extra content a month on all things football. Thank you very much for listening to me. I'll talk to you again after UFA, if in fact the match gets played. Thank you. Bye.